welcome to Mr. Paul's Pantry. I'm Mr. Paul, and the recipe today has actually been requested by 3 different people over the last few days. It was requested by Susan Barton, Anne Smythe and Dom II, all asking how to make something from their childhood, which is coconut macaroons. Now, coconut macaroons, when I made them in the shop years ago, we never had chocolate on them. In latter years, we did add chocolate to them, just as I've done today. So, this is the recipe. I'm going straight to the ingredients and we'll get going. So, for these coconut macaroons, we're going to need 100 grams of white sugar, 150 grams of desiccated coconut, 2 large egg whites and some chocolate. Now the chocolate, it'll probably be about 75 grams. The chocolate, you can use any kind you want. It doesn't matter whether it's milk or dark or plain or with sugar or without sugar, as long as it's chocolate. Any chocolate you like. Now these are so simple to make. It's such a quick, simple recipe, so it's a very short video. All the ingredients will be listed underneath. If you like the video at the end, go below and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear from you. So let's get on with it. Now it's as simple as this. We're going to add the egg whites. We're going to add the sugar. And we're going to add the coconut. And we're going to give them a mix. Make sure it's all mixed nice and even. We want all the coconut to be coated with the egg white and the sugar. So there we are. It's all mixed together, just a few seconds like that. And now we'll form them into the macaroons. Okay, now we need to form the macaroons. Now you can either wet your hands with a little cold water and you can mould them into a shape, whatever you want. In the shop we always used to make pyramids looking something like that. You see that? Little pyramids. If you have anything that will make a shape like that, I found this in the drawer, this little funnel which I use for filling little bottles of oil or something like that. And if you do that, just wet the inside of it with water. Always keep some water at hand because it stops the thing sticking. Push it down into the funnel and there you've got your little pyramid. I also have this. Now this is the top from a deodorant bottle, spray. I've tried using this in the past and it gives me a nice size, a nice shape, and press it down. And there we have a nice little shape which I shall put on my tray. Just wet the mould again, put some filling in it, push it down so there's no air bubbles inside, and there we are. There's number 2. So I'll keep going until I've used up all the If you want, I'll make a pyramid one and we'll put it and cook it and see what it looks like. There we have the pyramid. I'll carry on with these and I'll come back to you in a short while. Here they are, all on the tray, all finished. Now that's got to go into a preheated oven now at 180 degrees centigrade. If you've got a fan oven, it needs to be going down to 160 because fan ovens always run a little hotter than ordinary ovens. So 180 for an ordinary oven, 160 for a fan oven, that's centigrade. And they need to go in there for about 25 minutes, keep an eye on them, and they just need to be starting to nicely brown around the tops. Don't overcook them. I'll be back shortly in about 25 minutes. Okay, so here we are. They're out of the oven now. Let them cool slightly. They're nicely browning around the tops. See those nicely? And there's the pyramid that we made with the funnel. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the chocolate on them. And I've been melting the chocolate in a bowl over some simmering water on the stove until it's nice and smooth. See that? Don't know if you can see it or not, but what we're going to do next is we're going to dip these into the chocolate about halfway down. Can you see there? About halfway down. And then we stand them on the rack to set. Now I'm using dark chocolate here, but as I said to you earlier, you can use whatever chocolate you wish. Milk, plain, dark, even flavoured mint or something like that if you like it. I'm using dark chocolate because it's what I always used in the bakery. We very rarely used milk chocolate, simply because the things we were applying the chocolate to, they were usually very sweet in their own right. So we didn't put something like milk chocolate on, which was itself extra sweet. Now that's just a little bit that was left when I scraped the bowl out, so it's a very tiny one. And then lastly we'll do the pyramid. Well, and here's the finished product. Nice and crispy on the outside and soft and fluffy on the inside. Now I'm not going to have a taste test today because I'm diabetic, there's a lot of sugar in it, and my blood sugar this morning was not very good. But I can assure you I've eaten many hundreds of these over my baking career, and they are absolutely to die for. If you've enjoyed this video, please go below, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you like, or any suggestions. I always like to read them. If you haven't subscribed already, press the subscribe button, and if the little bell icon at the side, if you click that, you will be informed every time I put a new video up. So this is Mr. Paul saying bye for now, and I'll see you next time.